Hello and welcome back to the next installment of the Road to Nijmegen campaign, and let's see, tactical overview. And I think this is actually needed at this point because this battle is extremely complicated. So, right now in the field, I have two infantry companies. This is company number 1, or, well, B company. Now, this was on the battlefield at the start. And basically what I'm doing with these guys now is I shift them all to this flank so they can advance down here and attack this objective meatballs from behind. Of course the final objective is to exit the whole force here to save the paratroopers. But yeah, I will first establish myself in here together with the tanks that are supporting this infantry platoon. They have lost one Sherman here, other than that the tanks are still up. I will establish them here and pour my fire onto meatballs. There were two anti-tank guns in this forest here. One was knocked out at the beginning of the battle by my plane. Oh, actually you can see it now. 88mm gun that got bombed or rocketed. And there's another one here that I took out with mortars and tank fire. Although that one managed to knock out my Firefly, which is fucking annoying. But yeah, other than that, there doesn't seem to be much more in this area here. There was the Jagdpanzer 4, which I knocked out after quite a long duel, but it's gone now, although it did knock out some of my armored cars on the road. So this is the first axis of advance. The second is done by B company. No, A company, sorry. The first one was B company. So this is A company, which is advancing across here towards objective Cheese, which has already been heavily bombarded and shot at by tanks, hopefully dislodging the defenders mostly. The other infantry platoon is here, serving as a base of fire. And there's another infantry platoon that is in reserve, which will go into the forest here and look around the corner to see if there's anything here. And yeah, these are also supported by tanks. I didn't lose the tank here yet. Okay, in addition to that, I of course have a forward observer here, which can call in planes and artillery. And then I want to get into this little copse of trees here, because I think that I then can call in artillery on this crossroad and objective meatballs. If you look at this, it should be possible to get something going there. Probably I will call in the planes just to roam here, and then when I attack, enemy units will hopefully reveal themselves and get rocketed by the planes. Anyways, as you can see, pretty complicated stuff, so I hope this brought in some clarity. Let's attack. Now these guys were originally told to assault, which takes a while. Thing is, there wasn't really any fire coming from this, so I'm just let them run there, because time is of the essence here. In case the Germans do not surrender again, we will have to exit this force to actually win the scenario. That can take a bit. Here comes the assault force, nice and spread out due to the assault command still. These guys are also sent over into this forest to check it out for the forward observer already. They also, which I didn't even notice, but there was a Pak 40 in here which we knocked out, or decrewed at least. I think that was done by artillery or maybe our tanks, I don't know. Okay, we are at the tree line now, mostly. We'll wait for a second, then we'll just slowly hunt into here and hope that the Germans are demoralized and not very good troops. According to the briefing, we are supposed to be fighting second line troops. Then again, the Jagdpanzer seems from an SS unit, so I don't know how true that is. Over here, no noticeable resistance. So I'm gonna get into this compound hopefully. Ah, these are barns. But this hedge here is a nice position for infantry to look into this objective. And then from there, of course, we can swing in. But this is a nice base of fire. Let's just hope there's nobody in there. I am kind of advancing quickly here. That being said, I am doing some due diligence here by checking all these buildings and slowly creeping up. Ah, and here we have the Jagdpanzer knocked out. Again, I'm not a big fan of forest fighting with British infantry due to their lack of automatic weapons. So let's hope the Germans are somewhat disorganized and demoralized here.
Alright, move it, let's go! Let's go.
Nice. Okay, that was a good start. I timed this relatively carefully, so I get in there always with somebody in Overwatch. Not that it matters much in a forest fight, but okay. I mean, these are relatively heavily bombarded here. I think these are like Kriegsmarine or Luftwaffe troops, at least in part, because they have really strange uniforms. I think I mentioned that earlier.
Alright lads, your eyes peeled.
God, I hate these forests. Now on the bright side, oh that didn't sound good, but on the bright side over here there's no, like, defenses at all. We're just walking into this compound now. I think there's still some crew hanging around that.
Which is your orders, sir?
Okay, we're shooting back. They're retreating, good. Oh, they're actually surrendering, okay.
Wait!
See anything? It's uneven terrain, that makes it even harder. Could stumble upon a Jerry at any moment. There's a machine gun nest over here that keeps shooting. I'm kind of... I can't get an angle on it with a tank now. It's in here maybe as well. I have called in artillery on there, but it might take a while, and it's called in by company HQ, so it might not hit anything.
Anti-tank gun ahead!
What? Oh, it's probably just the crew, huh?
Contact, enemy AT gun.
Yeah. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but I think we're winning. Yeah, they're running away, and if they're actually running out, they're screwed. Because, just in the nick of time, these guys will take positions at the thatch and mow them down, hopefully. Still, there's machine gun fire coming from this compound, but, well, that's our objective anyway. I did shoot the tank here. Actually, maybe they were here. But who knows. Now, another thing I noticed last time, there's another tank contact here. Now, I don't know if I know this because it moved and we... No, wait. Actually, one sec. Ah, yeah, right. I pushed that platoon into here. They're probably seeing it or kind of making it out from there. So there's another tank, probably a Jagdpanzer 4, I'm gonna guess, guarding the road here. But if we are fighting through this compound, we will flank it at some point. Still in close combat with the Germans here. And they are running out, which is good. Yeah, that's weird uniforms. I think these guys also pulled back. Question is, there's another machine gun somewhere here, probably in the buildings, maybe up here. Yeah, that's... we already got a spotting contact. So that needs to be bombarded. Can I get a proper angle on that is the question. Yeah, good call. Either surrender or run into our fire, you can choose. I will assault the last objective from this compound here, so I'm pulling all my troops, the rest of my troops from B company in there. Or was it A company? I keep forgetting. B company. And the Germans here keep running out of objective meatballs, which is good. Just need to get that machine gun out there that keeps pinning down my guys. Sadly, I was wrong in that I can't actually see the objective from here, so my observer is in a horrible spot. So, might be that I don't get to properly use my, what's it called? My, planes in this one either. Still Germans in this forest. Well, at least some of them are surrendering.
Keep moving! Go, go, go! Watch the enemy units. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, you can stop shooting.
Feindliche Infanterie gesichtet.
What's your sector?
Okay, the first assault platoon is here. That being said, there doesn't appear to be much resistance in this hedge. I mean, I'm bombarding it a bit, but still. The fuck? Ah, crap, that's a feeling slug. I mean, it can't destroy the Sherman, but it can completely... Yeah, radio and optics already gone. That's probably shooting from here, huh? Come on, nobody is spotting it? Damn it. I wish that had happened at the end of the round, that way I could just target the area where it is. Oh no, fuck. Okay, so there are still Germans in this last retreat here. I told him to fire, but I'm not sure, maybe it can't fire anymore due to the damage, which would completely suck, because then basically the tank might as well be blown up if it can't fire anymore. Oh, I hate the fucking flak gun.
Move it, let's go!
Did he just fire a Schreck at me? Okay. Didn't work apparently. Okay, I think those were the last Germans in here. Yeah. Okay, last objective. Okay, never mind, it can shoot, okay. So not all hope is lost. Maybe I can knock out the stupid thing now. Nice. My artillery spotting round should also be falling soon, and I hope I can get artillery on here. Now, one of the batteries I will spare because I have to, you know, maybe use them in the last scenario. I just checked and there's 3 scenarios for day 1, so for that all the artillery ammunition is shared. Okay, there's Germans in here. Okay. Okay, my artillery is coming closer. I'm already starting the assault. I kind of hope that I probably will have to stop them here to wait for the artillery strike, but still. There's some fire coming from here, but for some reason we're not spotting all that much. Now, this we bombarded quite a bit now. Should I assume that this is destroyed? That's the question. I know, never assume, but still. Yeah, I think I will have to pause this assault. Because my artillery isn't that close yet. I don't want any friendly fire here. Anyway, at least the first objective is mine. Or rather, it's not... It doesn't belong to the Germans anymore, because I don't have to capture it, just deny it. They have a machine gun in here. I will have to bombard that with a tank if it doesn't spot it with its shit optics. That's pretty close, but... and pause. The Germans are also ranging in RT on my position here, that's not good. Probably I should move all this into the objective zone, or into this... yeah, into this one. Come on, range in that artillery, we don't have all day here. Oh, it's relatively close. Now, Germans are gunning for these guys, huh? Shit, they're actually shooting at my advancing troops. Through that little hole! Okay. Ah, damn it. That's why you don't use company HQs to call in artillery, but you only have one spotter in these scenarios. It's so annoying. Nice, that's close enough for fire for effect.
Fire effect, over.
And they're ranging in their RT as well. Let's see who has the better artillery though. But we will see that in the next scenario. As always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.